Okay, can everybody hear me? I hope this works.
Yes.
All right, good. All right, so we're right on time. I think still early morning in the US, afternoon in Europe, and I really want to send you a warm welcome from FileWave for our Q4 Alliance event. We have kept it much shorter today than I think in the previous sessions, and I think this is both based on feedback from you, but also based on the fact that probably everyone, including ourselves, is very busy, to get everything done before the holiday break. But still, we do want to take this opportunity to reflect on what we were able to do in the last year together with you, and then also give you a bit of an outlook of what's coming and what we're planning for next year. So I think looking back, both Vasily as the CTO and myself as the CEO, we have now already had a couple of months with FileWave, and we've worked very hard, internally, to basically professionalize the organization. And we're hoping that you are seeing the first signs, that this is also coming to fruition on the product side. So we're now in a, I think, very stable quarterly release cycle. We, from the NPS surveys that we send out once a quarter, and from the trends that we're seeing, I think you're also noticing that our releases have a higher quality and are more stable than they have been. So I think these are some early signs. Don't get me wrong, we know there's still a lot of work to do, but these are some early signs that I think all the things that we're doing behind the scenes are showing traction. And I think, that personally for me, this is a positive sign, and this is fueling me to really be ambitious for next year and really continue down that path to really, change the organization, but, in the end, really provide a even better service in the future to you, our customers. So I think, looking at what we're trying to build here, I really want to go back and reiterate what we see as our company vision. So in the end, here, I think on the left, we service you guys as IT teams. And from my customer visits, I've really seen that you come in all kinds of different sizes and shapes. There is, very, very lean teams out there, and especially in school districts who are budget constrained, who with a very small team have to service a large population of students and teachers. And we really thrive to be a great productivity tool, for lean teams. And then at the same time, we also have teams, especially on the corporate sector, that are better staffed, and they're probably, have deeply integrated our product into organizational processes, using the APIs that we have today, to really service their employees, their contractors very well. And in the end, I think that is our vision, right? Like, we want to be the best tool out there for cross-platform endpoint management, and really make it easy for you as IT admins, and I'm assuming most of the listeners today are IT admins, to make it easy for you to deploy software and system access to your end customers, while at the same time keeping the company data or the school data secure. So yeah, really, I think going back to what is our ambition, we really, in the next couple of years, we want to become the go-to solution globally for cross-platform endpoint management. And I think, the three main areas that we want to focus on, to really make that happen and make that super concrete on what will get us there, is the first one. I think we've heard that loud and clear from you. We need to provide excellent day zero support across the key operating systems. And I'm showing some Apple pictures here because I think, that is one of the big challenges, or has been for us, and we're really doubling down to get better there, and really provide you, on the first day that a release comes out, with the support for that, so that you can again service your end customers efficiently. The second piece that we're really investing in, and there's a lot of work going on in the background on how we structure our code and how we build our product, is to allow for much deeper use of our APIs. The reason is because from the talking to you and talking to many of you, we learned that each of you as customers has slightly different use cases that you guys need to build in your organization. And we think the APIs can play a key role to enable the integrations and the personalization that you need in your organizations. The third piece, and Vasily is going to talk a bit more about that and about how do we get there, is we really want to get to an easy to use product that is delivered by the cloud and really enables you again as admins to do your job effectively. Yeah, and I think to make it concrete, we really see the future here of being in the web. We think the web interface going forward will enable us to iterate much faster and really respond to your feature requests and the improvements on the usability of our tool, I think much faster than we have been. So we're really doubling down on that effort to build that for you. So now I think that the big question is, what does that mean for next year, right? So how do we get there? We know we're not there yet. We know we have quite some way to go and some work to do. And yeah, that's why I think both Vasily and I will talk to you a bit about how do we actually get there. I think the first one I've touched on already a little bit. So we have invested quite a bit into organizational initiatives. In the end, I think you probably don't care too much because this is what's going on internally at FileWave, but I still think I want to talk to you about it and give you some insight. So we really have restructured the teams both on the business side, but then especially I think on the technology side, to really align us with that future vision and mission. Yeah, and maybe Vasily, I think maybe that's a good point for you to jump in here and talk a bit about the concrete things that you have done on the organization side, on the tech team, to really align your organization with that end goal.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, Tobias. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon for those of you who are joining from Europe. Can you all hear and see me? Just checking.
Yes. We can hear you.
I'm not on mute. Great. So it's actually very, very exciting time for us. As Tobias mentioned, we actually have been working very, very hard, and I'm really thankful to the teams to embracing the change, embracing the efficiency that we want to bring into organization. And you've seen that we're starting to release our software roughly every 90 days. And as Tobias mentioned, we paid a lot of attention to making sure that, hey, we can release much more stable software, right? And we also recognize and we hear from you, hey, can you do this feature? Can you support, this feature release, this API, these different things? And we love to move faster. And what we're finding is, for us to meet this vision of being the go-to tool that's modern, that's designed for the next 20 years of IT, right? We really need to focus on a couple different things, right? And maybe I just spend just 1 second to sort of remind us. I mean, we as a company, we've been around for 20 years or so, or maybe even more actually. And some of our code is 15 years old, right? And this has been very good technology base for the last 15, 20 years of IT. But now we all know that IT is changing quite a bit. The environment is changing. There's zero trust. There's people working from anywhere. There's increased usage of multiple different platforms simultaneously in different environments. And we want to embrace it and enable that. And if we look at our technology base, one of the challenges for us that we need to overcome to meet this exciting vision and be the perfect tool for you is we need to unblock productivity, right? And talking about unblocking productivity means that there's a lot of things going on inside our technology base that we need to reshape a little bit to make it easier for us to develop new features, as well as to be able to, meet the need of being this, web delivered cloud-based solution. Right, we also need to make sure that our technology base is optimized for cloud environments. It's not today, and we'll be focusing on it. So two big things for us going forward next year are going to be, accelerated transition to the web interface. This is something we've been working on for a while now, and it's time that we actually deliver value there. So Tony will share with you some of the things we'll be working on, what will be happening, and what we're focusing on there. So it's definitely something, a big thing for us there next year. And the other thing, and I know I'm repeating myself, but just to reiterate, right, is really sort of reshaping our technology base, helping teams to reorganize a little bit and become much more efficient, and both from productivity and quality standpoint, to also enable this web vision, and then allow us to deliver all these different features much faster in mid of vision. Right? With that, back to you, Tobias.
Thank you, Vasily, for this overview. So switching gears a little bit, we do have a new person on board that I want to introduce you to. So Caroline Crawford joined us as a VP of Sales for North America, and she has been an amazing addition to the team. She's already shown what she can do, and I really want you to get to know her a little bit. So that's why, Caroline, over to you to introduce yourself a little bit.
Well, thanks, Tobias. Hello to everyone. As Tobias indicated, I am Caroline Crawford. I am Vice President of Sales for North America. I did join this organization about 2 months ago, and I am just truly thrilled to be such a part of this amazing team and organization. To provide a little bit of background about myself, I've actually been in software for about 20 years, different types of startup organizations and established organizations, with positions from everything from an individual contributor all the way up through Vice President of Sales, Vice President of Marketing, Customer Success, in companies that dealt with mobile workforce management, GPS, FinTech, before FinTech was cool, business optimization, and CRM software. My software career actually began with Nextel Communications here in the United States in the early 2000s, not to really tell my age, but for those folks who may remember Nextel, it was my role and responsibility to sell all the technology, software, and network capabilities that ran on the Nextel network, which actually included the early MDM type solutions. So being back in unified device management technology here at FileWave is sort of like going back home to where it all started. I really did decide on my next professional adventure here. I chose FileWave because of this new management team and its dedication and commitment to making FileWave truly the market leader in this industry. And honestly, my role here is pretty simple. It's really to enable the acquisition and growth of new customers in North America, and to work together with the leaders of our global sales, marketing, customer experience, professional services, and our support teams to ensure that we are creating and providing the best customer experience for all of you, and making sure that we are delighting our customers all along their journey with us. We're going to be putting into place some great programs in early 22 around referrals from our customers and customer success stories, getting information from all of you, how we've actually helped your organizations become more efficient. And don't be surprised, by the way, if I give you a call just to check out how things are going and ask you to participate in some of these new programs. Our team will also be in the field at many of the trade shows and conferences in 2022. Hopefully we get to actually continue to do these in person. So please, if you happen to be at these conferences, we'll send out information ahead of time, but please stop by and say hello. We love to talk with customers and all of that. I've truly been blessed in my career to work with wonderful teams and amazing organizations, and FileWave really is no different. I am just so excited to be part of this and to lead this amazing North American team. And and really be a part of the FileWave global team. So I appreciate all of you, our customers and partners who've been with us so far. And I truly look forward to what this, the future holds for all of us here. So thank you very much. Quick back to you, Tobias, and have a great holiday season, everybody.
Thank you, Caroline. So, if anyone needs any information, or, is a prospect and wants to buy FileWave, or is an existing customer and wants to chat, here's the contact details. Feel free to reach out to Caroline.
For sure.
Awesome. So I think that's already the first part of the agenda today. So a quick outlook of what else is coming. So Josh is going to give you a bit of insight of what's new in the web admin and what you can already do today with our web interface, which I think links greatly to what Vasily talked about, that we're really going to double down on increasing the scope of the functionality of that part of the product to really enable you to, to do complete workflows and do big parts of your work in that environment. Then we're going to have a short break. And then after that, we'll have a Q&A session, because I'm sure there's a bunch of questions and we always want to make time to answer those and really, help you use our product to the best of its abilities. So with that,